Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the English Hub with Mr. Hudson. Today, we happen to be talking about a very delicate topic that has to do with adoption as well as cloning. So, we have in our midst this fine gentleman who studies at UNAL, and he's gonna share a brief, knowledge as to what he knows about adoption as well as cloning. So, without much ado, I would like to call him and he's gonna introduce himself and we get started with a conversation. Hello, Mister.
Hi, Emmanuel. Hi, everyone. My name is Jesus David. I'm 20 years old. Right now, I'm working as a agent. Right now, I'm working as a bilingual agent in a call center. And well, I'm studying English degree in the first semester. I think I'm doing okay. What about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty well. All right, so we're
Perfect.
gonna kickstart with a conversation. I know it's gonna be fun tonight. Looking at the level of English that you have. So,
Thank you.
all right, let's get started. The first question I would like to put across is, how do you view adoption in Colombia?
Um, well, we have. Well, I think I got two different points. Because well, the first point of view is that from the laws, from the law, it's kind of good. Our system works really fine, but it is not how it really works. So that's like the first point is from the law. Adoption in Colombia is kind of good for well, children who doesn't have like like parents. That's the first point. But the second point, and the one that it is the real one, is that there is like a traffic. So a lot of people from another countries, for example, America, Europe, come here and take some children illegally, of course, because that's not legal at all. So adoption in my country is kind of like you have to pay for the guys. You have a beautiful baby there, and well, most likely you have to pay to get that baby.
Hmm.
So adoption in Colombia is like not like a traffic. That's what I think. you know
Okay, that's your opinion, yes?
yeah.
Right. And do you know anyone who was adopted? And can you think of any famous people who were adopted as well?
Well, I know like two people, I think. Well, the first person is cousin. She was adopted around like 18. Oh, yes, like 18 years ago. So, well, this person, that's the only person that I know who was adopted for. I mean, like I personally knew, like I personally met. But about famous people, I don't know. Like
Hmm.
actors, musicians, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure about.
Okay. Like it is believed that sometimes if you are adopted by people, your level of, like, let's say, your level of belief, or sometimes when you think that you were adopted, it kind of affects how you view yourself. So,
Yeah.
how does being adopted affect a child's view of themselves?
Well, it is. Well, I'm going to talk about the point of view of my cousin.
Okay.
So, yes, talking about my family, I got a really good family. So we didn't have like those people who used to make jokes about it, because that's not something that you have to like laugh or something like that. So you don't have to make fun about it.
Yeah, of course.
Um, yeah, that's the first thing. So, but the thing is, I was starting with her, and yes, unfortunately, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, the classmates doesn't have like that kind of thinking, that kind of thoughts. So, uh, for her was difficult because it was like we have in Colombia we have something that each month I think we have like a kind of semester. So we have something we call entrega de boletines. That's something like when you get all your notes, your qualifications, everything. So you have to, like, parents have to go to the school and get it, and they know how you're doing. So in these kind of meetings, in those kind of meetings, she was affected because like you see that everybody has like their real parents. You know, like for example, their last name are your same last name. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but in the school at the school when the teacher was calling her like who who's the parent, who's the father or who's the mother of, for example, like that girl, and the last name didn't match with the, you know, like the person who adopted her, so no one came. And it was kind of a fact because she doesn't have like real parents, and she felt like sad.
Yeah.
She didn't feel quite good,
Mm.
you know. So it affects a lot of um,
Like
like,
psychologically
yeah,
and
that's totally correct.
emotionally as well.
She doesn't feel like comfortable with her, you know.
Okay. Yeah, such occasions might affect you in some way somehow. Yeah.
That's
Like everybody goes into something for a reason. Yes. People go into business, to make ends meet, to feed your family and stuff like that.
yeah.
Can you tell us some of the reasons or peculiar reasons why people adopt children?
Oh, I think maybe like the main reason of why people used to adopt children, it's because like, you know, you get married, you try to have some child, you know, you have to have your own child if you
Mhm.
want to call it that way. You want to get pregnant and you have to, you know, that kind of things, but some people can't do it. It is not something because they want, it is because they can't, they cannot, you know, get a children. So the second option that they have is to adopt. So I think that's the main reason why people used to adopt children, you know. And I think that the second like option, well, the second reason it is, and well, the reason why my uncle, well, my family adopt this girl that I'm telling you, it was because well, she was in a really bad situation. Her real mother, her real parents didn't like didn't love her, you know. So she was like, she didn't eat, she didn't have like enough attention that a baby needs.
Mhm.
So I think that's, you know, like the second option. Some people who knows that being adopt or being a child who doesn't have like a girl, I'm sorry, like a parent, is not good, you know. So it doesn't feel good. So they like adopt someone for because of that, you know, because
Okay.
it not feels good. It is not feeling good.
Okay. So what do you make of the adoption system here in Colombia? Do you think it's a step in the right direction?
Oh, well, we have like in around 5 years ago, we have something. Well, we got a like a TV show. The TV channel is Caracol. It's
Yeah.
a really, you know, like known channel. They made an investigation about the adoption in Colombia, and they found a lot of like not quite good things about the system. Like first of all, like they just give the children to, like, as I mentioned, you have to pay for that. That's
Mm.
basically that's the thing. You have to pay for them. So if you want the best baby or the most beautiful baby, you have to pay for that baby. You know. So if you see, for example, for like a beautiful baby, like a, I don't know, like blonde baby, really cute, he's fat, and you look at him, he's really healthy,
Yeah.
and that kind of baby, it has a cost. It shouldn't be half a cost, because it should be for free. But for example, let's say $1,000. So like normal people in Colombia can't pay $1,000 just because of that, because they want to adopt. So people from another countries, from America, from Europe, from Asia, from Australia, so they came here, they pay for that, and that's it. They take the children to their countries. That's not something quite good, because they are people. They are humans, and they are not like items. They are not products that you have to pay for. So I think adoption system in my country should be better. Until now it's going well, but we need to improve it a little bit.
Okay, great. I like that. What do you think about couples who adopt children? What do you make of them? Couples who adopt children from different countries. Do you think it's a good idea for people to do that?
Oh, well, I got a question in this. So, like, like Colombian people adopting another, like, children from another country, or someone else who came here.
Yeah, like it could be vice versa. Yeah. So let's say a couple in the United States decides to adopt a baby here in Colombia, or a couple in Colombia tries to, adopt somebody from Mexico. Yeah. So do you think couples who do that should have some qualities before they can go into such kind of adoption?
Well, I think that the main reason why you want to adopt a child is because it's gonna sound really weird. I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
It is because you like it, like
Yeah.
you feel comfortable with the guy or with the child. So in this case, like, if you don't feel like comfortable with someone from here, or if you don't feel comfortable with a boy here from Colombia, because maybe you think that the parents gonna be mad with you, and they're gonna find you and try to like stole the baby, or like do something. Well, I think yes, maybe that's a really good idea. Actually, the main point is that we are humans, and it doesn't matter where you are or where you're from. In a certain point of the world, you're gonna find a child who needs a parent. You don't have to like, if someone wants to adopt him or adopt her, you don't have to tell them you can't, because he or she is not from your country. Because, well, we don't have like we are humans, we are the same people, like you and me. You're from another country, I'm from Colombia. We are the same, so it doesn't matter. We are humans. So what I think is that yes, you can try it. What is bad, what shouldn't be right, is that you have to pay for that, because they are not like products.
Yeah, I get you. Do you think the adoption system should be more or less difficult?
Wow, that's a really good question. I think that the adoption system should be like not difficult. It should be like it has to be a really long process. Like not something in 1 month or in 6 months. It should be like kind of years, because like someone from like this institute, or someone from this yes, let's say like institute, like the institute where they the children are to like get adopted. So they should take care about the person. For example, if I want to adopt a guy or I want to adopt someone, so like an institute has to follow, like kind of follow me, like see who I am, who is my family, where is my house. For example, if this institute take a girl, or yes, let's say a girl that was raped from her parents, they they don't have to give the same girl to another person that's gonna be the same, that has like sexual problems with girls, with little girls, so they have to follow them, they have to go to the psychologist, they have to, that's like a long process. I think it should be a long process to make sure about it, to
Okay.
get a new home, a really good home.
Okay. Right. Everybody, once you're growing, you have ways of going about your life. You have, things that you want to accomplish. You probably don't want to give birth, but you would rather, let's say, adopt. So the question I would like to put across is, would you ever adopt a child?
Oh, I think, well, if I got the possibilities, because let's get started from, I want to have like have a girlfriend, or have a like a wife, and get my own girls or my own boys, like my own sons. I would
Mhm.
like to do that, but if I can't, or if I got enough from me, and I have the possibility to adopt someone else, I will do it, of course. Actually, I would like to do that in a long future, So if I got money, if I got the good possibilities to adopt someone else, or a guy, or children who doesn't have like a family, for sure I'm gonna do that, because I think that we are humans and we don't deserve this kind of treatment.
Okay, so here in Colombia, I think there are a couple of orphanage homes. Yes. So what are orphanages like here in Colombia?
Oh, well, we have like two different kind of orphans. So like the first one, it is from the government, which is like, well, what I know is that it is just like a normal house, like with people, with adults, with yes, with adults who are there working for the government. So like each children have like a room, like a little room, like a small room,
Mhm.
and they sleep there. So after they sleep, like they wake up, they have to go to to eat something, and that's like a community, like it is for a group. So everybody have to go there. They after that they have to study, they have to do a lot of things. But every single thing, or every single love, if you want to, yeah, like a treatment, it is from the government. It is paid. Like someone is there getting paid for being kind with her, or with him. That's like the first that I know. The second one that I really know is the religion one. For example, the Catholics, they have some like yeah, like places, but it used to be like in a school, just like a big school. So you look at them, you look at this building, and you see just a school. The difference is that there are some um, children living there, so waiting for being adopted. But orphanages here in Colombia, as just like a normal, like the government is like just a house. They have to go to the school. That's normal. And about the religion one, the religious orphanage is quite good, I think. So they have like like priest. They have you know and that's not for pay.
Okay. All right.
Yes, like it's a different ones. Yeah.
Cool. Right. The last question I would like to put across is, once a system is being put in place to ascertain how everything is being managed, there should be some rules and regulations guiding, such system to maintain it, to ensure everything is working in the right order. Yes. So, what are some ways that adoption rates can be improved, or what ways can we improve adoption rate here in Colombia?
Okay, like in my country, I think we have to prove a lot of things, but I think, as mentioned, in Colombia we have like a long process. I think that if you want to adopt someone, you have to take around like 1 or 2 years. I'm not sure, but it is like a long time, you know. So, like in this point, we are good. Everything is going well, because we have to do a process.
Yeah,
But what I think that we have to improve is about the money, because, as I mentioned, we are humans. We are not products that you have to buy. You go to a store and you buy something for $9 or 7 pesos. That's not like it works, because we are humans. So in Colombia, we have to improve that kind of things. Like, yes, we have to accept and we have to understand, and it should be understandable for another, like the bureaucracy as well. Like the people who is like in the government getting money for this, they should understand that they are not the products. So I think that's the best thing that we have to improve.
All right. So we're moving on to the next topic of this session that has to do with cloning. Yes. I would like to know, do you have any idea as to how cloning is done?
To be honest with you, I just like science fiction movies. That's all what I know. But yes, I think I got an idea about it.
Okay. And do you think that scientists should be allowed to clone people?
Oh, well, that's a really difficult question because, yeah, it is really good. Well, actually, I'm talking about myself, because I believe in something else. I believe in a God. I have a religion, so I'm talking about myself. I think we shouldn't do it, or scientific shouldn't do it, because, man, like God created us. Like God created you and created me, and there is just only one. We are not gods. We are just humans. We don't have to play with that things. Like that's like the point of view that I have. Like I can't support that kind of things because we're not God.
So it means you wouldn't like yourself to be cloned? Never?
No, never, because I'm the only one, man. God created me, and that's me. Yes, that's what I think. Yeah. And about like in general, I think it should be really good because, well, like scientifics, it will be like a really big step to be, like a higher society, like with more technologies, knowledge, it is kind of good. But because of my religion and because of what I mentioned, I can't support that kind of things.
But do you think cloning people can solve the problems of people in any way?
Well, I don't see any reason why the problem should be solved. Cloning people, right now we have a height, we have a lot of people living in this world. For example, in China, they don't have places to live. For example, in Singapore, they didn't have like a place to live. In Japan, in Turkey, in these kind of cities or countries that are with a lot of people, and cloning will be, like something that we don't want to do because it will be to rise up and like like rise up the numbers of the humans that we are living here in this world. So it won't be like a solution. It will be a problem actually.
So
Like
it means cloning people can lead to a lot of problems for humans.
yes, I think so. And actually, if you clone something, man, we don't have like enough technology to do that until now. So this new human gonna be in trouble because maybe like the stomach gonna be in another place, so they're gonna get sick. Because we don't have like enough technology to do that.
Okay, all right, Mister. So we've come to the end of this awesome, controversial conversation about cloning and adoption and stuff like that. Um, basically, what I'm doing is to help a lot of people practice through this channel in order to create an area of knowledge where somebody that speaks English could go there and go like, okay, I want to listen to this topic. I think it's interesting. So let me listen to David Pinson, telling us his mind as to what the topic is all about. Yeah, and somebody also might be interested, to know from David Pinson, like, looking at or listening to the conversation, it appears that you have some level of English that is quite impressive. Yeah, and the person might go like, okay, so what does David Pinson do in order to achieve what he has achieved in this process of learning English? What have you been doing, Mister?
Well, I think practice is one of the most important reasons of being a really good bilingual person.
Yeah.
So, for me, like personally, I got some friends. For example, I got an Egyptian friend, Mohammed. I think you met him.
Yeah.
So we used to practice a lot. So he was teaching me some Arabic. I was teaching him some Spanish. Yeah, so we were like practicing in English, and I was teaching him Spanish through English. So it's difficult. So I got to improve myself as well. So that's how I did it. And as I mentioned at the first part of the interview, on this controversial talking, I'm working in a call center. So I have to speak with a lot of people from America, from the United States. So I got like practicing, but practicing is the main reason of like why improving and what I have like this not quite a good level, but I got I can understand you and we can speak. So practicing is really good, I think.
Great to know that. And what can you say about this whole project that I am carrying out? What's your opinion about that?
Well, bro, I think that's a really good idea. Actually, I totally support you. If you need me, you need my help, I'm gonna be there, man, because that's a really good idea. I know a lot of people who, like learn English from an institute, and they, like they were in a, I don't know, like an exam, like the IELTS, the TOEFL, this kind of exams. But after that, they didn't have someone else to practice, so they missed a lot of, like English. They didn't have. Right now, they can't speak. They don't understand. So, man, I think this is quite good for these kind of people who doesn't have someone to practice. And yes, in this they can, like stop the video. They can, like, I don't know, like say loud their like opinions,
Yeah.
practice it. and we can continue. That's something really good, and I appreciate it. I think that from Colombia, like I'm from Colombia, as a Colombian. Thank you, man, for these kind of things. I appreciate it. We appreciate it so much.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. David Pinson, for your time. We really appreciate you. Have a good evening.
You too. Bye bye.